The Lahaina burn zone, row upon row of homes, businesses and historic sites that went up in flames in early August 2023. In total, 52 square kilometres were burned across the island of Maui as hurricane-force winds knocked aging power lines onto land parched by drought, sparking a scenario which those who were there say quickly turned into tragedy.
There was a lot of confusion and chaos, and people were stuck because the fires were blocking the exits on all sides, and many people were trapped inside Lahaina. The town was reduced to ashes. The fire was very violent, fast, and extreme.
100 people lost their lives in the tragedy, the deadliest US wildfire in over a century. Carol Hartley, a longtime resident of Lahaina, lost her life in the fire and was remembered by her friends and family as the ashes of the town still smouldered in the distance.
She went back in to save somebody and didn't think of herself, and that's who Carol was, and that's what Aloha is. And if we can portray this in everyday life, the world will just be a better place.
And while the fires may be out, the danger isn't over yet.
Being down in the red zone, it just has a burning feeling in the chest, burning feeling here in my throat.
Many native Hawaiians helped in the cleanup effort after the August fires, which may now represent health issues in the long term.
I fully believe that it's toxic, the arsenic, the asbestos, the lead, the diphorans, the benzene and things like that. We've heard from volunteers having adverse effects. One lady I had heard was coughing up blood after being there a number of days.
Come back and count 20 years later, 10 years later, and you'll see how many native people are sick.
4 months on, the majority of the toxicity has been removed from Lahaina, and the task is now to rebuild at an estimated cost of over $5 billion. However, a state with a troubled history with Washington, D.C. and the US federal authorities, Hawaii's native people want to make sure they have a say in the rebuilding of their town.
I've been hearing a lot about this. We want to be at the table of decision making. We are the table of decision making. That's our table.
I believe the future of Lahaina should be in the people of Lahaina.
Caroline Aweloa is a Maui community leader.
We need to be a part of the solution. We need to make sure the systems that get put in place understand our needs, understand our unique circumstances, and have well thought out plans to help us weather situations like this in the future.
As the island of Maui leaves a tragedy-filled 2023 behind, its local leaders are hopeful that 2024 will be a year for rebuilding.
The better for us is an old proverb that's ikava mua, ikava hope, or the answers to our future lie in the past. Imagine if every property was built with solar power in that entire burn zone that we had. We would produce more power for our entire island just by rebuilding our town. I was told a lot when growing up that Hawaii's going to change the world. It'll only reinforce that and build it stronger.
Alastair Baverstock, CGTN, Maui, Hawaii.